listen-only mode.
Hello, GWT family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's leadership training. My name is Daniel, and I'm your host for tonight. I'm really excited about this training we're about to have because we have with us an amazing leader and trainer, National Ambassador AbdurRazak Abdul-Aziz. Now, let me tell you a bit about who this person is. I mean, you already might know. He launched his VDM in December 2013 and has personally launched about 74 VDMs. He has an organization of over 4,000 VDMs in over 30 countries worldwide. He received an award from a corporate recognition award in 2014. He's the fastest 10K club member in the history of GWT. What that means is he achieved $10,000 in monthly income only 5 months in the business. It's the fastest 25K club member in history of GWT. That is $25,000 in monthly income, only 7 months in the business. Wow. He entered six-figure club within 12 months in the business. That means he earned over $100,000 in cumulative income within 12 months. Achieved regional ambassador in exactly 12 months, the fastest national ambassador in the history of global world trade. He did this in 18 months, you know. He was awarded the Executive Choice Award at the Nigeria's Mega Summit in 2015. He was also recently awarded the fastest growing team award at the 10th International Annual Convention just this year, 2016. He's also a member of GWT's prestigious Leadership Council group, the LCG. And most recently, he was awarded the highest trophy in global world trade, the President's Cup, at the 10th International Annual Convention just this year in Toronto. You can see why I'm so excited to have this person with us. I mean, welcome with me, National Ambassador AbdurRazak Abdul-Aziz, to take us on this training. NSR, can you hear me?
Hello, loud and clear, Daniel. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. The training is yours, sir.
Oh, US. Thank you so much. That was very crisp, very clear. Wow, thank you so much. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. I'm so excited to be on this call tonight, or whatever time it is where you are. And you know what? We have a lot to cover, so we're not going to, abuse time. We'll just get straight into it. Welcome to the Sunday Night Leadership Training, and I just want everybody to feel very, very comfortable. Please grab, if you're a coffee person, grab a coffee. If you're a tea person, grab a tea. If you are, grab a soda or something. Just comfortable, and let's just dive into it. We're going to be talking about handling objections. Handling objections. You know, the gateway skill to direct sales, whether you're in GWT or any other direct sales business, the gateway skill is, to be able to present your opportunity, because if you're not able to present your opportunity, guess what? You're not going to have, customers, or you're not going to have luxury consultants who are going to be your partners. And a lot of people, this is the showstopper in our industry. Objections. That's just what kills, people. It just freezes them more or less. You just get frozen because a lot of people, objections are, really a type of, rejection, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's going to lead to. Somebody, if you're not able to overcome the objections, you will get rejected, and that's, like I said, the big stopper in our business. So what, I'm going to be talking about this from my own personal experiences, and also, of course, the information that we're going to cover today. So the first thing is always, for me, is always mindset. Always go in prepared. Okay, you're always going to the battlefront prepared. Make sure you have all your arsenals. Make sure you're looking very sharp, first of all. Before you go to a meeting, one-on-one meeting, group meeting, make sure you look sharp, look your best. People buy you first before they buy GWT. Make sure that you rehearse, exactly what kind of have in your mind. Be prepared mentally, be prepared physically, as you go for that, presentation. So objections, the truth about handling objections is, objections are just really unanswered questions. People just, want you to, clarify some questions, and that's it. It's usually, fear-based, and believe it or not, everybody feeds on, fear, come on, you know, just get it over with. That's just so a lot of people, are afraid, to take a plunge. So what you need to do is you need to be very pleasant. Like I said, go in prepared. And one of the best weapons that you can ever go into, a presentation with, guess what? It's your smile. Make sure that you put a very big smile on your face all the time. If you don't, just imagine you going to a presentation and you're frowning, right? You're not at ease. People sense this. So you need to be confident. You need to put a big smile on your face. Do not create unnecessary objections. Don't talk too much. Listen. That's why the good Lord gave us one mouth and two ears. Listen more, talk less. You need to get past the no, right? You need to overcome the no. So 60% of consumers say no 4 times. In fact, some statistics has it at 7 times before they make a purchase. So a lot of people fail because they give up too soon. You have to be gentle. Show gentle persistence. Don't be pushy. Don't be pushy. Don't be offensive. Okay? Be pleasant, but be persistent. And remember, consumers want to buy. They don't want to be sold. People hate to be sold. So, people are open to buy. Just, get past the objection and they'll buy from you. And our situation, they buy from you in 3 ways. I always go into, like I said, go mentally prepared. Before I go into any conversation about my GWT business, I want one of 4 outcomes. I'm sorry, one of 3 outcomes is what I'm seeking for from the person, from my prospect. One, it's going to be my customer. Second, he's going to be my business partner. He's going to launch a VDM. And if he says, no, I don't want to be a customer, hardly. And if he says, no, I don't want to be a business partner, okay, that's plausible. All right, you know what? I go for the third. You know what? Do you know anybody anywhere in the world who might be interested in getting discounts on designer products, or who might be interested in getting paid to look good? So anyway, I always come out on top. Okay, so now how you respond is extremely very important. So if you act very defensive, you'll plant a seed of doubt in the minds of your prospects. If you act offensive, you'll chase them away. Simple. That's just it. So our goal is what? Education and understanding. This is perhaps, no, these 2 things are perhaps the most important in all of direct sales. Maybe in life itself, because it's all about, you see, it's always a conversation. That's I relish talking to new prospects, because I'm always what, come at me from some angle that I've not heard before, because I've heard so many objections, and what, you always get new ones. So because you're prepared, because and it works in both ways. Education works in both ways in our GWT business. When you're educated about your business, okay, it's good for you, so that you can always educate other people about it. So it's two ways. It's good for you, it's good for your prospects. And then understanding too is the same. When you understand your business, you're able to make another person understand. And once you educate them and they understand it, you do it to a point where they understand your proposition. And once that happens, that's good. That's fine. They're going to give you a positive response. So you don't go in to win an argument. You're not going there to argue. Our job is to help the blind man to see. That's all. Just peel. It's like peeling an onion, okay? You just keep peeling the onion until you get to the core of the onion, That's where the juice is, right? So you're peeling and, you're just asking questions. That means you're peeling the onion so that you can get to the root cause of the objection. So once someone brings up a negative question of, or they offer you an objection, all they're really doing is, they're helping you to identify their blind spots. So the 3 D's of objection handling. Determination, like I said earlier, you need to be confident. Be confident. It's like a radar. We all have that innate, it's inbuilt instincts, it's nature. So somebody will always feel you before they hear you. They'll feel you first. Okay, so you need to be prepared. You need to be very confident. And confidence is contagious. Once you're confident, the other person sees you in a powerful stance. They see you, your posture is very powerful. They want to be like you. People just want to, we mirror, exactly what we want from other people. Okay? Yesterday I spent, I went to a supermarket and, I went to buy groceries, right? And I spent, a good amount of money on groceries, household, stuff. And I was going out of the supermarket, and I always do this. There's a particular supermarket I go to here in Abuja. It's called HD Medics, the one at Apple, and they have a small, book stand, just at the entrance. And I always browse before I go out. And, out of all the money I spent yesterday, I must have spent just close to about 10,000 naira. I spent 1,250 naira on a CD. It's called Leading the Field by, what's his name now? Earl Nightingale. That's it, Earl Nightingale. I'm telling you, everybody on this call, you need to go and look for that. I think I have the book. I've never read it, but I saw it and I bought it, and oh boy, if confidence is what you want, if you want to change your life in terms of your business, your family, your personal life, get that. So confidence, dissected by Earl Nightingale, is one of the best investments you can ever do in your business and your life. So go get it. Lead the Field by Earl Nightingale. So going forward, tripod of belief, of course, you must understand, the tripod of belief is very, very important. You must believe in the industry of network marketing. You must believe in GWT, and you must believe in yourself. All right, so that's a training for another day. But, if you have the forensic networker, go over the tripod of belief. Dialogue, we're going to cover most of that here today. Delivery, like I said, confidence and enthusiasm. So those are the 3 Ds. You must be determined. You must have a very good dialogue, conversation, and then, of course, your delivery must be very, very powerful. Now, the 3 E's of handling objections: energy, enthusiasm, and excitement. You must be able to regulate. You're like a thermostat, when you're talking to somebody. You need to regulate your own frequency, and match theirs, or go over it a bit. So you must show energy. If your prospect is very energetic, you must be energetic. Otherwise, you're going to be out of sync. You must be enthusiastic about what you're talking about. You must be excited, because we have a great, sexy business, We have a very, very, you know, it's just an amazing. Every day I think about GWT, I'm just so excited because honestly, there's just no company like us out there. We are leading the field, more or less. The three F's on handling objections: the feel, felt, found. You know, just once you understand the feel, okay, is, you know, oh, you know, they will come up with objections. You need to tell them, oh, you know, that's what I felt that way. You know, yeah, that's, you know, that's what they tell you how they feel. Tell them, you know, um, I feel the same way. You know, I felt that way too. But what I found is this, you know, and don't forget your My Five. Okay, My Five is your, you know, three. I mean, I beg your pardon. About five people in your business, in your organization. It can be, you know, your personal, you know, organization, or even not anybody within GWT can be your My Five. My Five simply means five people who understand the business, who are leaders, you know, maybe from diplomats above, ambassadors above, you know, who understand the business, who are really, really crushing it. They understand the business, and they're there to spend to mentor, coach, and train you. All right, so your sponsor should be able to assist you, you know, to get your MiFi. Third-party support and credibility, we have all of that in abundance in GWT. I mean, it's just overwhelming. All right, it's just overwhelming. So if I would you actually, that's, you know, if I would you, I love the phrase, if I would you, so powerful, very powerful. If I, you know, show you, or if I send you information about GWT, would you look at it? So very powerful words to use, you know, to overcome objections. Sometimes some objections you hear and the real objections, you know. So you have to peel back the layers of the onion, like I said, to get to the core. You keep peeling, you get to the core of what that person is actually being defensive about. Objections, I don't have time. So you make a response. So if you had time, would you launch your VDM? Just imagine somebody tells you he doesn't have time. What are you doing? You don't have time, you know, to launch an opportunity that can change your life, the life of your family. You know, if you, would you again, if I would you, objection, you know, I don't have the money. So you respond, if you had the money, would you launch a VDM? You know, and the result that you'll find is that, you know, what they say is not the real objection. What the real objection is really, you know, buried inside, you know, and you have to carefully ask the correct questions to actually bring out that objection. So let's look at the types of objections. Objections fall into one or two categories. Limiting beliefs in your prospect's own abilities, and limiting belief in the industry of direct sales, network marketing, multi-level marketing. You know, so those are the two major categories of objections where people tell you, you know, they come up with, you know, different types of objections, but they all fall into these two major categories. Okay, so let's look at some of these objections, and let's talk about the kind of response that we should, or, you know, should be able to give, learn to give. So I don't have time. Somebody tells you I don't have time. So some of the key things you have to remember, you know, is, you know, spending time to make yourself rich is better than spending time to make another person rich. Really, think about that. You know, so the person says I don't have time, and you're like, but you have time to make some other person rich. Come on. So you ask the person. It's always about asking the correct questions. All right. Think of yourself as an interviewer. All right. Think about yourself. You know, sometimes, you know, I get a lot of cues. You know, the learning process. You can learn from every situation. So sometimes when I'm watching, you know, like, you know, a TV talk show, I'm really into Steve Harvey. How many of you are into Steve Harvey? Okay, I can't see your hands up, but you know, you need to follow Steve. Steve is a great conversationalist. You know, so that's how I learned, you know, how to talk, how to have posture. Look at the guy looks like $1,000,000 every time you see him. His suits are just, you know, dancing. So you learn, take all these cues from all of this. Oprah Winfrey, if you're into her, you know, own now, she calls it own. I can't even remember what that acronym means anymore. You know, or you know, our local, you know, I think Mo, we have local talks. So you learn from all of these people, right? So you learn that posture. So you ask, you know, you have to ask in a very strong posture, you know. So if you had the time, would you launch your VDM? Or how much time do you think you need to spend on building the business? Or how much time do you watch TV? A lot of people waste time on time wasters like TV. You know, I'm sitting in my room right now, you know, and I'm looking, uh, you know, at my TV. Okay, I have this smart TV. You know, I bought it. You know, I'm sure it's up to a year now, and I'm telling you for a fact, I have never watched it. I've never watched any program. I bought it as I look at it right now. It still has, you know, some of the protective well, cellophane, you know, on the sides, because I don't have time. You know, when I bought it, actually, I took it because it's a smart TV. You can connect to the internet. So I said, okay, I'm going to have a big screen to do my webinars and all that. I've never really connected it, and I've not watched anything on because it's time wasted. People spend so much time, they waste their lives in front of, you know, TVs. You watch people, you know, who are making a living, you know, entertainment and all of that, making a living for themselves and for their families, and you just go and sit, you know. Yeah, it's nothing bad in watching the TV, but if you spend too much time doing it, you're wasting valuable time. Time is a commodity that once it's gone, you can never, you know, recoup it. So you tell them, I've never met a rich person who was just bored. You know, it's exciting to make money. Another common objection is this a pyramid? Is this a scam? In fact, when you hear, is this the pyramid? You know, the first thing that comes to mind is, ask them, do you like pyramids? You know, try to be humorous as well. But seriously though, so you get the question, is this a pyramid scheme or a scam? You ask, you know, with a confused look on your face. What's that? And you keep looking confused and ask, what do you mean? And then you pause. It's all about posture. It's all about knowing exactly what you say. It's all about your confidence. You say, this is a Canadian designer fashion house with exposure on international media such as the Business for Home.org, the Network Marketing Times, Canadian Jeweler, the American Business Journal, the Canadian Business Journal, Yahoo. We've been featured, you know, all over. You know, and confused in your face. The person gets it that what? This is serious business. You get another objection like, I don't know how to sell, or I'm not in the selling business, I can't sell. You just tell your prospect, you don't need to be in sales. You just need to share the product and business with people. You know, you just need to share the product, share the business opportunity with people. We do this on a daily basis. We share experiences. We share, you know, you watch a movie, you know, for those who are into movies, you share the movie. Like tomorrow is Monday. A lot of people have done so many activities over the weekend, and they're going to their offices and they're going to be sharing. I mean, if you work in a public, like especially if you work in the government circle, in the public sector, I can guarantee you this happens every Monday. Before they get into their work activity, they spend an hour or two just catching up on what happened over the weekend. What are they doing? They're sharing. I went to the salon. I went to see a movie. I took my family to Wonderland. I went to Silverbed Galleria. Did you see the new movie? It's so easy to share experiences. So share your experience about GWT. Don't sell. Another common objection: I don't know enough people. This is one of my best objections. What do you mean you don't know enough? You don't need to know anybody. And this is what I do. I say, look, where you are right now, take a look on every turn of your head. What do you see? Go ahead, do it. Especially if we're, in an open space and the person does it, and I said, what do you see? He said, I see people. So that's your market out there. Or you ask them, do you know 2 people who might be interested in time and financial freedom or tax savings? What do you think they're going to tell you? A resounding yes. Do you know anyone who complains about job, time, and money? Constantly, people complain about these things. Constantly. I mean, I had met a young lady, a few months ago at Port Harcourt. Went to do an event, I think last year, and that's when we met. She came to the event and we presented GWT at that event. And I'd not talked to her for a long time, and Facebook, just no hiding place for anybody these days, right? So she changed her DP display picture, and then Facebook gave me the notice, and I said, oh, and I contacted her. I said, hi, long time, how's it going? And she said, fine. I said, well, you know what, I wish you had changed your DP, like 48 hours ago. I'll have invited you to an event in PH. We had an event there yesterday. And she says, oh, blah, blah. So we just catch them. And I said, how's it going? And she says, oh, my job is killing me. It's taking 24 hours of my time and everything, and there's no time, and the money is just not commensurate with the hours I put. And I told her straight away, said, that's going to continue happening, because that's how the system is set up. The system is set up for your employer to drain you and get the best out of you. They will squeeze you dry, because that's what they want to do. They want you to give their best working for them, whether it's a government establishment, whether it's a private sector. You need to give 110% of your effort. For what? They'll never pay you commensurate. It's a rat race. You're on a treadmill and you're dissipating energy. You're running in the same place, and there's little or no value that really comes to you at the end of the day, because guess what? You're paid just 12 times in 365 days. You're paid only 12 times. You're paid a fixed income, and inflation is going to keep gobbling up all of the money that you make. And that's why you need to take a look at other options. So those are the kind of you need to be in tune, be ready, with such responses, when you're talking to your prospects. Another common objection, beg your pardon, objection is, I don't think this business is for me. So you ask your prospect, why do you think so? And always have that posture, have a smile on your face when you're asking. Be intrigued, lean forward, all right? Lean forward. it's likely that once you mirror that composure about yourself, you're mirroring exactly what you want. You want him to be or her to be, very free, inquisitive, or what part of this business don't you like? Maybe after you've given a presentation, you've given a talk, what part is there not to like? Tell me, which part don't you like? And then you say something like, this is a business with a small investment, $169, are you kidding me? To start a multi-million-dollar business? And you tell them the potential is huge with little investment. Another common objection is, I don't know if this business will work. Come on. Say something like, there's only one way to find out, right? You need to give it a shot. And you know what? We have all the training to ensure that you succeed. Success is in your hands. The system available and the system works. All you have to do is apply yourself to the system. Or you can say, at worst case scenario, you still save on taxes, right? Launch your VDM and you can have tax savings because you have a business. For people, especially in Europe, or if there are, any attendees from, North America as well, and so tax savings, you can save up to $9,000, just by owning your own private business. Right of tax on spending and all of, Do you know other people who could save on taxes? That's another question you can ask. Or, I have no money. I love this one. I have no money. When I hear that, instinctively I tell them that's the reason why you should do the business. Because you know what? If you don't do the business, you still have no money the next 6 months, a year from now. If you don't take action on this opportunity, you will still have no money. Or you say something like, you've spent, $699 or $3,599. So we need to edit this slide to reflect our new compensation plan. So you spent even $169 or $3,599 on things that never paid you, correct? And the person says, yeah, Then you say, it's not how you start that matters, it's how you finish. It's not, starting is, given, but how you finish, you determine exactly, how you finish. And then you ask, did the designer product that you bought, even if the person is not wearing a designer, tell them what you're wearing right now. Is it a designer? It says no. Okay, whatever you're wearing right now, has the company that made that, have they paid you for wearing that today? How about yesterday? How about the one that you're going to wear tomorrow? Will they pay you for wearing that? How about all the ones that you've worn for as long as you can remember? Think back, for as long as you can remember, all the fashion items that you've worn, has somebody ever paid you for it? And I'm showing you an opportunity right now where you can get paid to wear not just ordinary fashion items. I'm talking about luxury designer products, which you're going to get huge discounts. Or then you say something like, if you don't have money, then what you've been doing for the past maybe 5 years, 10 years, whatever, it's obvious it's not working. You need this business, sir. You need this business, madam. You need it because what you've been doing is not working. Or you can say, for me, when the day comes and I look back on my life, I won't even remember spending $169 or $699. Heck, I won't even remember spending $3,500, which was exactly what I paid. Nope, I paid $1,800 because, it was a gold package and I got a free upgrade to diamond at that time. If you ask me now, do I remember spending that money on that package? I tell you, absolutely no. I don't remember it. I don't. Because what will matter to me is whether I did all that I could do to leave a legacy behind. A young man asked me a question on Facebook earlier today. It's not in our business. I just like him. I like what he's doing on online, marketing and all that. So I got friendly with him, so once in a while we just jab each other with, ongoing in our businesses. And he asked me a question today. He said, you know, he said, how long is enough? When is it enough to say, you know what, I've I've done this enough, I've made enough money, and I can retire for life. And I answered him, I said, for me, direct sales has become a way of life. I'm going to continue to impact people until the Almighty calls me. Period. Because it's not about the money anymore. It's about impacting as many people as possible. And when you have that at the back of your mind, guess what? Objections hardly come, because people sense that you're genuinely, nobody cares until they know that you care about them. So, to have known that I've tried and I've given, my best shot, that's all that matters. Giving your best, go out there and do your best. I need time to think about it, okay? Ask, just so I can get a clear picture. What specifically is holding you back? Ask that question. What is holding you back? Or what do you have to lose? Tell me, what do you have to lose? You're getting a virtual designer more worth over $15 million for 169 bucks. Less than 40,000 naira if you're here in Nigeria. Most people should be. What do you have to lose? Or if you paid for a higher package, $699 or $18.99 or $35.99, $35.99, you've got the value back more than you paid. What do you have to lose? Tell the person this business is constantly going forward. We just began the next decade. Tell them our business is forward. We're progressing. We're progressing. And that's what I do all the time when I follow up. So you get objections from people, all right, and they're still sitting on the fence. So you create a form of follow-up system. When was the last time you talked to this person? You schedule that person for another time, depending on the situation, or, how you ended the conversation with them. So are you going to, follow up in the next 3 days, 7 days, fortnight, 1 month, so that you know exactly where you left off. And then, after you've had that conversation, hello, hi, I just thought I'll, get back at you, tell you, I have some new updates. Our CEO, just got inducted into the Network Marketing Ambassadors Hall of Fame after only creating this business, after doing the business in only 10 years. Guess what? Some of the inductees are were actually, and still are his mentors, his coaches, just in 10 years. Look at what we've done. We just came out of a fantastic 10th year special international annual convention. Give them the updates. That's how you do follow-ups. That's how you melt all that objection. People need to see consistency. All right, so they need to think about it. Okay, leverage tax benefits of joining now. Just tell them you're going to get tax, deductions, and guess what? If you wait, that means you've lost that time you've waited before launching. If you wait 1 month, you lose 1 month. If you wait 2 months, you lose 2 months. If you wait 6 months, you lose every single time. I tell people every time that every day you've not launched your VDM, you're losing ground. Simple as that. And it's the truth. Because with you or without you, guess what? GWT will thrive. With or without you, the company is moving on. So explain to people, what they've lost already by not having a business. Explain what they will lose continually if they don't have a business. And then, because of our very, very powerful compensation plan, our free-flowing variable binary comp plan, it pays the people that take action the earliest. So you show them, look, leverage, the stacking effect of people, because every time that you've not launched, guess what? The person who tells you about the business, tell them every time, I'm talking to new people and they're coming to the business. They're coming to the business, and all of these people could have been in your business. They could have fallen into your business. And every day that you wait, you don't launch. When you launch, you will be part of another person's organization. Do you want to lose that advantage? Do you want to lose that leverage? Give stories of people, real people who have lost out. The, you know, um, you know, imagine someone like um, Regional Ambassador Sherizal. She lost out 1 whole week before launching, and up till today, she's losing up to about 20,000 up to $25,000 monthly from the volume of the people who she lost out on in just 7 days. Give real stories like that. I don't like or wear jewelry. It's a business for females, not into jewelry. Guess what? That happened to me. I thought this business is a business for women, and that's why I got my wife started at the beginning, until the scales fell from my eyes. So use my story. Tell them, 2 months. I still bless the day that my wife said, please, I can't go for this training. Probably if she went to that training, probably I won't be doing this presentation today, because maybe I won't, have, come to the realization that this is not a business for women. This is a business for everybody. And Warren Buffett, the billionaire Warren Buffett, I'm sure everybody knows, he says, you know what? Make your habits. I mean, make your own how does it say? Make your habit your hobby, and make other people's habits, or your business, something like that. I can't remember the exact quote. So it's exactly what is we're talking about here. Explain that in business, it's not even what you like, it's what the masses like. And who doesn't like to look good? Everybody likes to look good, right? Everybody likes to look good. Example of McDonald's. I don't even know that example. Really, I don't know that. Dream job versus a dream, of course. How can you be chasing a dream job when you can actually have your dream? You can, GWT is a vehicle for anybody to achieve their dream, whatever the dream is. I need to discuss with my spouse, with my partner. Tell them, you may not be the best person to explain the business to your spouse or partner. And then ask, would you do the business even if your spouse said no? So that gets them to think, oh, so if she says no, or if he says no, and I've seen a great opportunity here, will I say no because he or she says no? All right, so a lot of people are just living from, they've been conditioned over time. It's like we're just like moving zombies, one straight line. All you have to do is jolt them, wake them up with realistic, dialogue, with, information to that they can actually, reason and see the value in the argument that you present. When I say argument, I don't mean don't go and argue, but just express yourself in logical, very logical, sense. All right. How do I know this company will last? Will it be here for a long time? These are some questions that will come. How do I know the company will last? life is a risk, right? So I tell people, life is a risk. And there are calculated risks. And look at our history, look at the history of our company, look at what we actually, we're dealing luxury designer products. Fashion, will fashion ever go out of fashion? You ask that kind of a question and look at you. No, fashion will never go out of fashion. It only gets better, right? So, people with such kind of responses. Why did it go slow? Why did it grow so slowly? Some people will ask you that kind of question. So you can respond with, right now, that's even, the growth rates, is phenomenal right now, because we're really growing from year to year. So you just give them the statistics based on, what we presently are experiencing in terms of, VDM launches, and also participation, by our VIP customers to what it was last year. And of course, you can always get that kind of information from the country report that is, released every month, at the end of every month. Why do you think we have no competitors? Why do you think we have no competitors? So those kind of questions that you can actually ask, because you may get this question, or you may bring it up as well, and you tell them, because we're exclusive, nobody does what we do, nobody does very much, so we're exclusive, and in the industry of direct sales, nobody is doing what we're doing. We are, period, the only company that is distributing luxury designer products by word of mouth in the industry, period. Nobody does it, and we have the best, so this leads to, might want to watch 25 reasons why GWT have the best products in all of network marketing. Why are your products special? Why would people buy Ferry and not Gucci or LV? Simple. Our products are special because, once again, they're exclusive. We don't mass produce. And why would people buy Ferry and not Gucci? Obvious. Gucci will not pay you for wearing their products. Louis Vuitton will not pay you for wearing their products. Cartier will not pay you for wearing their products. Those companies are closed. They were closed 100 years ago when they got started, 200 years ago when they got started. They're still closed today. They only have the interest of their promoters, shareholders. That's it. They don't even give you discounts. We're the only company that, the luxury designer company, that gives you discounts and are ready to pay you to wear our products. I've never heard of Ferry, or no one has heard of Ferry. Guess my response to this kind of question. There's always a first time. There's always a first time. You heard about Louis Vuitton one day. You heard about Gucci sometime, in the past. Have you heard about Michael Kors? Probably the person has not even heard about Michael Kors. Or you look for one of this new exotic, is it JT? Some new, designer. You've never, so there's always a first time. And that's why it's good for you, because guess what? Just like you, millions of other people have not heard about global wealth trade. And that's why it will do you well to launch your VDM today, so that you can ride the activity of other people that will eventually come into the business. And that's why I say all the time that the people that will do global wealth trade, the people that will do this business, they've not heard about it yet. They've not heard about it yet. So we're at a vantage position. Every one of you on this call, you are at a what? A vantage position. You're locked in at the top, because we've not even hit momentum yet. Yesterday in Nigeria, we had about 4, 5 including Houston, Texas. We had about 5 different tours holding simultaneously. Oh my gosh. 5 is a drop in the ocean. There's going to come a time when, you know, those type of presentations are going to be going on in multiple numbers, 10 presentations, 20, 100, all over the world, 1,000 presentations, 2,000 tours going on in different cities in different parts of the world. That's momentum, and it's going to come. So you need to take advantage of your position now and do everything that you can to understand your business, know how to present it, and get these objections out of the way so that you can build a massive organization. What makes GWT different than other companies? So you get, when you get this kind of question, what's your response? What makes GWT different than other companies? Very simple. In all of direct sales, 97% of all the companies involved in direct sales are either health and wellness companies, household products, telecoms. 97%. All of them doing what? About the same thing. Same game all the time. Different names, different compliance, but same thing. And they all tell you they're the best. 97%. We're the only company in all of direct sales distributing luxury designer products by word of mouth. That makes us different. We're the only that has a free-flowing, variable, binary compensation plan that pays to infinity. That's what makes us different. But your products are expensive. My country is special. We can't afford your products. All you do is, you know, just sit back, you know, and put a smile on your face and tell them that, yes, our products are expensive because, you know what, we're a luxury designer company. But our products are very affordable. It starts from $25. We have a 99% penetration. We can penetrate any market in the 99%. 99%. So a lot of people can afford $25 in any economy, especially when they know that they're luxury designer products. They will buy them. And this price point goes to infinity. So, you know, if you take, you know, two ends, $25 and maybe, okay, let's say our products go beyond $1 million, oh, fantastic. I'm not concerned about people that can afford $25 of products or people that can afford $1 million in products, you know, worth of products. I'm more concerned about the middle, between $25 and $1 million. That's a huge market. 99% of any market, we have products to fit anybody's pocket. But the most important thing is the concept of GWT is just reasonable. I'm offering you an opportunity to have access to the hottest designer products at discounts. How cool is that? I make a lot of money. I don't need this. Oh my gosh. You know, this is a big objection. And this is denial. The person, I mean, how can you say this? I make a lot of money. I don't need this. The richest people in the world today are rich because, you know, they want more. And there's nothing bad in wanting more, really. It's not the money, it's what you do with the money. That's you know, it's what you do with the money. So a lot of money is not bad. So if you make a lot of money, okay, make some more money and bless other people, right? This is an opportunity for you to bless other people. Would you not want to help other people if you saw an opportunity to do that? Of course. Is it MLM? Is it network marketing? Okay, so this is something that we need to handle very, very professionally because it's a very sensitive issue. And why it's sensitive is because a lot of people do not have the education about multi-level marketing, network marketing, direct sales. They don't have the information, or they have been wrongly informed by, maybe they've had, personal experience and they've lost money, or maybe they have a family member who has lost money in network marketing, or they just don't know. But the great thing is, two-thirds of the world population don't know about network marketing. They don't understand what network marketing is about. 1/3 of the world population do. So there you have it. 2/3 is your open field to go out and find people and educate them about this great industry, and more so GWT, because it's one thing to have a great industry, and it's another thing to have the best vehicle to assist you to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So it's all about education, understanding. Yes, or what I do is I tell people we're not a network marketing company, because we're really not a network marketing company. We're a luxury designer company. That's what we are. However, we have chosen direct sales as our distribution method. So that's how you answer that kind of objection. MLM doesn't work. Tried MLM, work for me. Fines. You tell the person, well, I'm sorry, you be empathetic, empathize with people. I'm sorry you had a bad experience. And we have to move very fast now because time is really So MLM doesn't work. You tried MLM and it didn't work for you. For me, okay, what happened? Ask questions. Is it the company? Because there are really 5 elements, that really make a great company in direct sales. Number 1 is the company itself. Do they have a very, very strong management team that have been in the field of network marketing? Number 2, the products. Are the products, tangible enough to sustain, for a long period of time? Does it have longevity in the products? Number 3, does the company have leaders at the top that are ready to mentor, coach not only you but also your team? Number 4, the comp plan. Is the comp plan easy for just the average person to understand and teach other people? And number 5 actually is yourself. That's all the other 4 are variables. Are constant. It's available for everybody in the company. Number 5 is you. So all of those things, you ask the person, and then you tell them, we have a very strong management team. We have the best products in all of MLM. We have leaders at the top ready to, our My 5, that's where our My 5 comes in. And then, of course, our comp plan pays to infinity, free-flowing variable binary comp plan. Number 5 is you. Are you ready? Are you ready now? I've given you all the variable, all the constants that work in our company. How much money have you made so far? People ask you, how much money have you? Look, don't embellish, don't lie. The truth is always good enough. If you have earned money, tell them, show them the money. I've earned so much, in the business. If you don't earn money, don't lie. Just say, look, I just got started, or I started the business, I stopped, and I just, started myself. But you know what? I know people who are earning so much, 10K club members, 25K club members, and that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Your shipping fees are expensive. Are you kidding me? This is one of the best, your best response is, you don't even pay shipping fee here. When you pay shipping, it's loaded back into your back office in I points for you to buy more products. And we cover taxes. We cover, the company covers the VAT, they cover the custom duties and everything. This is paradise, I already have a business for tax savings, don't need another one. Who doesn't need more? The more you can save, the better for you. The more money that you save on taxes, the more money that you save on products, look, that extra money that you save can go into much more beneficial use, than wasting it. When you make money, then I'll join. Very funny. How can you say that? You're limiting yourself. How can you judge your own, tell them, look, don't judge your own capacity, don't use me as a yardstick. And tell them that, you're losing ground. You're losing your position in the binary. And I'm going to make money. Tell them I will make money. But I want to make money with you. Let's do this thing together. Don't wait until I make money and come back and tell you, you may have lost a very good position. When someone signs up, then I'll join. Very funny. People sign up on a daily basis in our business worldwide. We're in 150 countries. It's happening simultaneously every single day. If you wait, if you snooze, you lose. Why do other companies have products similar to Ferry? Nobody has products similar to Ferry. We are exclusive. Nobody, and tell them, our company CEO says, if it exists, what do? We make it better. If it doesn't exist, we create it. So we're exclusive. We don't have similar products with any other company. What if they don't have any questions or objections? So you're talking and talking, but they're just very quiet. Just ask them. So if there was anything holding you back, what would be one of the main reasons why? You need to get them to open up. All right? You need to get them to open up so that you can, banish all their objections. All right, so we're going to come to this at the end. So let's look at the power of the IA and renewals right now. So we're done with the first section, and I hope I'm still, being heard. Let me ask our ambassador of the month, Daniel. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right, so let me just go on. The power of the IA and renewals. Team, IA is the business. IA is our business. Okay? So the annual renewal fee, of course, IA simply means inventory account. For those who don't know, I believe everybody knows that. Inventory account, what does inventory account mean? It simply means products. Products. And you're expected every single month to, buy or sell products, or you can accumulate at least $35 or $75 or $150 every single month towards products. And this is what qualifies you to earn residual income. Okay, so annual renewal of IA is $194, and it keeps your multi-million dollar VDM open, active 24 hours, 7 days a week, and it maintains your position in the binary, because without activity, you're losing your position in the binary. And you can benefit from sales and the growth of your organization. So as people make sales in your organization, you're benefiting because you're on IA, and also as your team grows in terms of new VDM packages that are being launched in your organization, you earn royalty commissions and residual income and business development bonuses. You can enjoy the benefits of buying the over 1,400 different products that we currently have with your IA. So you can use your IA to buy products, and of course you can continue being able to promote your business and products to create royalty commissions and retail profits, and opportunity to create residual income for life, because you are on your inventory account. It's absolutely, for me, it's not negotiable. You cannot negotiate. I mean, why would you not pay your IA? Why? That's why you came into the business. To do what? To create residual income for yourself and your family. And this is what guarantees it for you. So why would you not pay your IA? The business, because the company realized that, you know what, people will continually, buy fashion items all their lives. So we create lottery designer products and let them, have access to all of these products at store pricing, and by sharing this information with other people, they're able to earn commissions for life. They're able to live their dreams because they're on IA. And this is also your retention and longevity to make those 3 whys that you join GWT become a reality. Everybody has launched their VDM for one reason or the other. Find 2 more. Make them very, very powerful. Make those 3 reasons very powerful that they actually bring tears to your eyes. And with the day of your IA, think about those 3 whys and don't pay your IA. Are you going to achieve those 3 whys? Absolutely not. That's how important it is. That's why you join the business, to create a legacy not just for yourself but for your family. So the power of the IA, I mean, it's a key for residual income. It provides inventory for retail sales. It protects your accumulated group volume points, because as your organization is building, you're accumulating cumulative group volume. And group volume in direct sales is money. It allows the continual growth of your group volume sales. I have a lady in my organization right now. She has not been active in her business for as long as she's been in the business. And that's since 2014, February. But guess what? She's been paying her IA every single month. Every single month. She's not active, she's not building the business, but she understands the value of the IA. Maybe she might be the next Reza Ms. Galu. Who knows? Because right now she has accumulated over close to 2 million, group volume points, just because she's been paying her IA. The last time I looked at it, I mean, she had a business. I mean, her group volume points was worth over $150,000. And it keeps growing because she understands the power of the IA. It keeps her business active. And I think she's only sponsored 2 people, family members, but on our common leg, she has over 1,000 people in her team, just because she has stayed on IA. That's the power of IA. The IA also allows you to build your inventory for future purchases. It might be a special gift. Mother's Day is today. Some lottery consultants in the world, I'm sure, have used IA to buy presents for their mothers today. You might want to invest in, gold, a very much item in the future. Just keep building your IA, and you get it for yourself. The IA enables you to meet the requirements for weekly bonuses. You will not qualify for team commissions except you're on IA. It's an asset. Your IA is an asset that will bring you long-term residual income. So it's just like your mortgage, which is a must for you to pay every single month. It's obligatory. If you see this business as a business, your IA is obligatory, that you can't afford to miss. So let's look at how it works. All right, so we're able to save IA every single month. If you're a diamond, it's $150 monthly. If you're gold, $75 monthly, Selenium $75 monthly, retailer $35 monthly, and that gives you points. And so when you pay your IA, you get points worth 120 if you're a diamond, if you're gold and Selenium is 60, and if you're a retailer is 28 points. And 60% of that flows, to augment the amount of volume that you need to circle out and earn up to $500 in team commissions every time. That's the royalty that the IA allows you to build. And it's your IA. It's, use it for what? You can use it, you can save it up. You can use it for retail. You can use it, if you're not married, save up towards that, beautiful, engagement ring, for your spouse, for your to-be spouse. Gift giving, like we mentioned earlier, on Mother's Day or holidays that are coming up. Residual income, the most important. You can use it for investment as well. You can save towards a very much piece, which tends to gain value. I mean, there's never been, the value of gold and diamonds has hardly receded in the last donkey, years. It's always going up. But the most important thing is that IA enables you to build residual income, which is the best way to earn income. 90%, in fact, Robert Kiyosaki puts the number at 95% of people in the world earn linear income. They trade time and effort for money. Only about 5%, let's even for safety's sake, let's say even 10% earn residual income. Get paid over and over again for doing one thing. Now, just to quickly show the power of this, let me just quickly bring up the this other illustration. So this is the power of the IA. This is the demonstration. Just look at the other slide was showing you the cumulative power of if you have 5 multiple people coming to your business, 5 goes to 25, 25 to 125, on and on. But let's look at I like keeping it simple. What if you're a diamond member, and in your first month in the business you just recruited 2 people, and all of them are saving $150 in IA every single month. Every month you do a multiple of 2. So your second month, 2 people, and this could be indirect. Maybe you brought in 2 people and your team started to grow, and they start to grow. The next one is 4. The following month is 8 people. The 4th month you have 16 people in your team, on and on. After 12 months you have 4,906 people in your team with a consistent growth of multiples of 2 every single month. And all the lottery consultants buy and sell, or save $150 in IA every single month. So that means 4,096 people, look at the power of the IA here. 4,096 people paying $150 every single month in IA. That is $614,400. If you divide that by 1.25, which is the worth of, every IA point is 1.25, that's 491,520 points. Multiply that by 60%, because that's what that's what flows up. That 6% is that's what the company pays out, right? So that's 294,912 points, and divided by the amount that you need for a cycle, which is 5,000 points at $6,250 in sales. So that's 59 cycles. Multiply that by the amount you're entitled to as a diamond. That's $500. That's $29,500 per month. That's pure residual income. That's $354,000 a year in just IA paid by people in your team. This is not including wholesale profits that you earn. It's not including retail profits that you earn from products that are sold. It doesn't include matching bonuses. It doesn't include volume from packet sales. It's just IA payments by people in your team. Are you seeing the power of the IA? So let's look at some real life stories. Vicky in St. Lucia, she says, being on IA for almost a year allowed me to get the products I love for my own use and also to resell, and at the same time to accumulate $250,000 in sales volume. And then one LC started taking action, building in my personal leg, allowing me to earn thousands of dollars every single week. Every single week. And she says that she had never done that in all of the time she had spent in her own job full time. Sarah and Winnie in Toronto. Being on IA for 9 months enabled us to order the beautiful designer products that we wanted. Look at that. We wanted these things. They wanted it. So they were saving their IA every single month. And then we realized we had a team of 150 and $100,000 in sales volume and started building, and the next 2 months made $20,000 in commissions. That's powerful. Reza Mesgalo. Although I was not ready to build yet another MLM business, as a watch collector, the IA program allowed me to enjoy the products, especially the gorgeous timepieces. And so I did that for 3.5 years, and at the same time accumulated $7.5 million of volume, and then started building, and 27 months later had earned $1 million in income. That's our first millionaire in global wealth trade. So there's no gainsaying about the importance of that. You need to actually be on appropriate IA. So it's not, remember, we have 35, 75, or 150. So for you to actually maximize, you need to be on appropriate IA. That means, so if you're a diamond, your IA should be $150 monthly. If you're gold or palladium, it's $75 monthly, and if you're a retailer, $35. If you downgrade your IA payment from as a diamond from $150 to $75 or $35, or any maybe from gold to palladium or you will not maximize the power of the IA. So if a diamond at $150 IA, your volume accumulates, and that's another power. The power of of IA. You have 3 VDMs as a diamond member, which accumulates in your VDM 2 and 3. All right. So you get paid out for the level of your IA that you're at. So if you're a diamond, but you pay $75 or $35 in IA, you get paid not $500, but $375 or $125 or $250 instead of $500 per cycle. Your business development bonus is also based on appropriate IA. So your diamond at 150, you get, now it's split into 5% of BDB and also 5% of travel bonus. So all in all, it's 10% on your first generation, and then of course 5% on your second generation. But you need to be on appropriate IA, and only diamond members are able to also get the 2.5% paid on the second generation. On second generation 5%. To become a diplomat, you need to be on appropriate IA. and also ambassador, regional ambassador, national ambassador, global ambassador, you need to be on appropriate IA for you to accomplish these different positions. And to qualify for the exotic vacation and also the luxury car and also the exotic car, you need to be on appropriate IA. So the power of IA gives, it's true residual income. That's just it. It's true residual income because, just think about it. Perhaps you have $100 or $200 or $500 a month. It doesn't seem to make a lot, right? You think it's not, it's nothing. Look at it. Just look at the picture. But if it keeps coming, month after month after month after month after month, every single month is coming. So look at your monthly residual income. It starts to grow. $100. So it's just like having, that amount of money in the bank, earning you about 5% interest every single month. So it compounds. It just compounds. $100 every week. Sorry, every month compounds about $24,000 a year. If you're doing $200, if you're doing $300, so the more you have in IA, and the company has made it possible for us to actually increase the value of IA that we pay up to $1,000 every single month, and that just compounds and compounds. And of course, the more your organization grows, the more people in your organization that pay IA, the more your residual income will grow. All right, so that's about it. The IA is very important. Don't miss it, and teach your team not to miss it. Show them the power of the IA, and we're all good to go. So I want to pass the call back now to Daniel because this is actually the last slide, and we're done actually. So Daniel, are you there? Back to you.
Yes, I am. And AbdurRazak, many thanks for this powerful, powerful training. Thank you so very much. Um, we have some leaders on the call that I'd like them to contribute. We have a regional ambassador, Sean Haynes. Um, can you unmute yourself, Sean Haynes?
Hi, Daniel, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. Please, I
Well,
can hear you, yeah.
wonderful. Well, thank you for being Ambassador of the Month, first of all, and let me congratulate our NA AbdurRazak on this powerful, powerful training. Hopefully people took lots of notes and apply what they learned today. That's always the key, right? So in this next decade, you don't want to be watching from the sidelines. You want to be on the playing field. It's like, AbdurRazak talked about watching TV. I realized that it's the people on the court or on the TV who are getting paid the money. The watch of us are paying and making them rich. So, you want to be on the court this next decade. And so when you get great training like today, hopefully you took notes. I know it was recorded that you can listen to it, and then you want to go out and apply right away what you learned. And I know there's one example there where we're talking about people like jewelry. I certainly didn't like jewelry. I know Rene Liao didn't like jewelry, and the list goes on of people who didn't like jewelry. And they were talking about the McDonald's. Well, guess what? Most owners of McDonald's don't like or don't eat Big Macs, but they realize it makes them rich, right? So it's about doing the things that will make you create wealth. So again, powerful training today. Thank you so much, AbdurRazak, and hopefully everyone on this call applies, takes massive action on this brilliant training. And next decade is here. It's all about creating 1,000 millionaires. You deserve to be one of them, just like anybody else deserves. It's just a matter of how big, how powerful are your whys. If your whys are powerful enough, we'll see you with your $1 million check in this decade. So thank you, Daniel. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Regional Ambassador Sean. We have a few questions here before I call on the next leader. Okay, we have Miriam asking, Can I pay my IA at once for the year? That is, can I pay for the 12 months at once? Um, National Ambassador AbdurRazak, can you help us with that?
Yes, practically no, but you can do it technically. What I mean by that is because the IA is part of commissions that have to be paid as at when due. So the company will not receive. You cannot take all of your IA for 12 months. But I like that question because Miriam has she's thinking like an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is somebody who is ready for business for the next create a period, 6 months, 12 months. They put their expenses, they put it they know exactly what they need to do. So what you can do is you can have enough to cover your IA for 12 months, and you can put it on your credit card, which is uploaded in your back office, and every single month the company just takes your IA every single month. Otherwise, if you are actively building your business, which is what I recommend for all of us to do, if you're actively building your business, then your commissions that you earn on a monthly basis is enough to actually, in fact, right now with our upfront commissions, our wholesale commissions, guess what? If you have a couple of, even if just one Selenium that you're able to recruit, and the milestone is 4. You need to the milestone in your back office is do at least 4 new recruits every single month, and you're good to go in your business. That means you're active in your business. You're building for the future. But even if you don't do 4, and and you do, maybe you do 4, you do 3 people coming at retailer, for instance, and you do 1 Selenium, that's okay to take care of your eye even as a diamond. And if you are a gold or a Selenium, it's enough to take care of your eye for 2 months. All right, so let's be practical about our business. This is a business. You need to be an entrepreneur at heart and take care of your business. So you can either have your credit card in your back office and you have enough to cover your IA for 12 months and it's done automatically, or you're building your business and the company is taking, like me, company takes my IA every single month from my commissions. I don't even know when it's done because I have a standing order. Just take it as a due. That's it. So back to you. I hope that was a good answer for Miriam.
Okay, we have another, the book title that you mentioned, A.N.A. Abdul.
Oh, yes, it's called Lead the Field. Lead the Field by Earl Nightingale. It's a classic. I'm telling you, this is one recommendation that I will recommend to everybody I know, not just in GWT, but everybody I know. Because, that is what we are. We're merchants of hope. We're merchants of hope. So when you see something that would benefit another person, you know what, put it out there. Put it out there. So it's Lead the Field by Earl Nightingale. Earl Nightingale. It's a classic. It's very good.
Okay, Christian is saying, thank you, A.N.A. Abdul, for your incredible, for that incredible training. I've learned a lot. Okay, I believe we have Regional Ambassador Anthony Osegale. Um, Dr. Anthony, are you on the call? Can you unmute yourself, please? Hello, Dr. Anthony. Okay. All right, then we have another question. I am Rita. Please, how can I place a three-way call? Can you ask me that? Yeah.
Fantastic.
Please go ahead.
Okay, yeah, a three-way call. Yes, a three-way call is when you want your My5, or maybe, yeah, your My5 could be your personal sponsor or anybody in your My5 to assist you in presenting global wealth trade to your prospect. In fact, I did one today from one of my partners. He's actually he's in Canada. He's in Canada. He might be on the call right now. And we had a fantastic three-way call. The prospect of his here in Nigeria. I believe her name is Tammy. Tammy. We had a great conversation. So what he did, you know, you have to have a smartphone. So Ikena called her first, and after calling her, he put her on hold, and then he called me. All right, and once the connection was done, he introduced me, and then he introduced her, and then he came back to me, and he asked me to please, you know, do the presentation, and that's what I did. He just said, look, he wanted her to hear my story, and that's what it. So that's a three-way call. You need to have a smartphone that is you know, configured for you to add, you know, another call or multiple calls. So that's how you do a three-way call. It's just a call where you have your prospect on the call, then you call your My5, and then they're able to, you know, assist you in closing your prospect. So I hope I'm able to answer that question.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Okay, I don't see any more questions. Oh, we still have one. Hello, Daniel. If I make a purchase which is over my IA during the month, what happens to my IA? Did you get that, sir?
Okay. Yes. If you make a purchase that is more than your IA, so that means that you know, okay, that means you maybe you have of course you have IA. Sorry, you have money in your e-wallet. E-wallet. You have money in your e-wallet, and maybe it's maybe you have $200 in your e-wallet, and you've given a standing order. You're a diamond member, and the company is supposed to take the IA from your e-wallet, and you spend, you know, maybe your IA points, you know, that you want to use for products, or maybe you make a withdrawal because you can't use your e-wallet to make a purchase. You have to transfer it. So maybe you transfer it to your GWT MasterCard, and you make a purchase, and the day of your IA comes, and you know, there's not sufficient funds in your e-wallet to accommodate your IA payment. The company will send you a notice. They'll send you a notice, you know, that your IA came up, and then they were unable. They tried, you know, to of course there was no enough funds in your e-wallet to cover it. To try, maybe you have your, of course, most people have their credit card in their back office, and they try to charge your card, and that's declined as well. So they will send you a notice. They'll keep sending you a notice, you know, for a couple of I think one week, and then afterwards they actually will call you. If they can't reach you, or they'll call your sponsor. We have a great company, you know, just amazing. No member left behind. That's the rule of the game here. So they'll call and ensure that you have adequate notice, and then you'll be reminded to you know, make your IA payments. That's how important, you know, the IA is. So they want you to get the value of your residual income. So they'll call you. You'll get some mails, and then afterwards they'll call you, and then you'll make good that payment. So that's how, you know, the procedure goes. Back to you, Daniel.
Okay. Do we have Dr. Anthony now? Dr. Anthony, can you hear me? Hello, Dr. Anthony.
Oh,
Okay.
hi, Daniel.
Yeah, Sean.
Yes. Sorry, while you're waiting on Dr. Anthony, I know Arabella Jeanette was actually saying there's a way that you could load your e-wallet to pay your IA, so or to put your IA in advance. So I know she wants to comment on that question.
Oh, I
Oh, hi everyone. I just wanted to add to what NA Abdurrazak's great answer, by the way, NA Abdurrazak, for 1 year. The question about, is there a way to pay for a whole year for your IA? I know I have some LCs, international, that wanted to be on an monthly IA for a whole year. So NA Abdurrazak says you cannot pay for the whole year because he is right, the volume will flow up. But what my LCs did, they actually sent money either through PayPal or money transfer, or in that case, two of my LCs from Spain, they actually sent me a Western Union for the whole year of their monthly IA, and I did send the payment to the office. So the office then put the whole year of IA in their e-wallet. And so what happened is that every month they will take away the money from their e-wallet. But you have to keep in mind, though, that you cannot spend that money from your e-wallet if you're putting that aside for your 1 year of IA. So, you know, so that's just another way that you could pay for the whole year. Just make sure that you do have enough money there in your e-wallet, and then you just notify the office that the money in your e-wallet is for your monthly IA. Okay, so that's all I wanted to add. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ari, Jeanette. That's another, you know, that's what I love about GWT. You learn every day. That's a good one. Thank you so much for that.
okay. Thank you very much. Who else do we have? Dr. Anthony, are you back on? Can you unmute yourself, please? Okay. We also have Regional Ambassador Mayowa. I'd like her to say something. Can you unmute yourself, please, Regional Ambassador Mayowa? Can you hear me?
Hello, Daniel. Yeah, I can hear you very well. Can you hear me too?
Yes, we can.
Okay. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being the Ambassador of the Month. And I'm so sorry that I couldn't do what you exactly wanted me to do today. I just got in not quite long, but like I promised I'm going to be on call. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Yes, I was able to catch up with a lot of things that was said by National Ambassador AbdurRazak on the IA and how to handle objection. He has done a good justice to the two topics this night. What I just want to add to it is on the issue of IA, I still believe strongly that if you still want to really enjoy those business and make good money in those business, you can't afford not to pay your IA. Because I love the GWT products, and then I can't even afford to meet any new product that comes in. So I make sure as much as possible that I get my accumulated IA. I don't just buy things when they come, but I always make sure that when I pay my IA, I monitor it very well for a particular product. And once I'm able to get up to the points needed to pick the product, I'll go for it. So I encourage every one of us, there's no two way about it. The residual income, the products, everything you need to do to make your business work in GWT, IA is very key. It's something you can't do without. is the sustenance of your business. And that is the reason why we have to take it serious and still make sure that we pass it on to our downline, that IA is something that is very key. And that's what I noticed, that of recent, the noise on IA has been everywhere, in all trainings, even on our chat, we talk every time on IA, and I believe it's really yielding results. And I still want us to take it very serious. Area of objections is something that there's nothing we can do about it as well. So many questions will come up every time, and we need to attend to it. But as I read this night, so many things that AbdurRazak has spoken about. The way he pieces it, he broke them to pieces. Because it's not just reading and highlighting all those points. The major thing for us to know is how to explain it deeply to our prospects, for them to be able to understand what we're talking about. And it goes across different environments, different areas. The answer you give to a particular person will be different from the one you give to another issue. Environmental issue every time. Short issue comes in every time. And the understanding of people that you're talking to equally matters so much. So I believe that a lot has been said this night. I appreciate everyone that has contributed. John Ailes, my RA, Genevieve. I really appreciate everyone, and a good job done by AbdurRazak. Well done, and the ambassador of the week, of the month, you've done a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ari Mayowa. I'm really honored. I mean, to hear, not just you, but Ari Sean and then Ari Jeanette. I mean, that's what this is all about. Leaders coming on strong on this type of, it makes it, if it's important for us, it's important for everybody in the company. So thank you so much. I'm really, really honored that you could be on the call tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, AbdurRazak.
Okay, I don't see any more questions. I think it would be safe to bring this call to an end. Any last words, NA?
Last words. The next decade is upon us, and we have every reason to go out and leave no stone unturned. Coming out from the convention, the ambassador cruise, it's just, the perfect time for all of us to go out and work our business. I'm telling you, it's, for me, I've just started my business all over again. It's just going to be all out massive action. Make it your target to become regional ambassador as quickly as possible. Worst case scenario, make it your target to become an ambassador before 31st of December 2016. That should be the least target. That should be your least goal, because you want to be on the ambassador cruise for 2017. No words, no videos can ever replace physical life experience. You need to experience it. And 16.6 is the goal. It should be your focus in global wealth trade, because you want to be earning globally from every single activity, that is involved in the global revenue share. That said, thank you so much, everyone, for coming on. I mean, I look at the stats. It looks like it was 100% everybody stayed on the webinar tonight. It gives me a lot of, pleasure and, honor that, we could all stay on the call. That means you're taking the business as you should, as serious as you should. Now, what I want you to do next weekend, is don't come alone. Bring your team along. Make sure that your team are on the call as well, because that's the way you grow your business. That's the way you duplicate, because we're going to be teaching process. It's process. You know, people cannot duplicate you, but they can duplicate the process. And that's what we keep teaching on this leadership training webinars. So that's it. Thank you so much. Let's go out. The week is ours for us to go do it. Just go out there and do all you need to do, you know, to just get to the top of this compound. That's it. Thank you so much. Back to you, Daniel.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, GWT family, for being on this call. Here's wishing you a very, very lovely week. To the billion.
To the billion, everybody. Good night, good afternoon, and good morning wherever you are in the world. Have a great day.